Greetings and salutations out there in YouTube land. Chris back once again with another pickup video just for you guys. Um, the weekend was filled with some entertaining facts. I ended up going to the world's largest, they call it garage sale, hosted by WIL's FM 92, which is a country station, and their host, Cornbread. It wasn't really a garage sale, that's what they call it. It was definitely a flea market environment. People don't understand the difference, but basically, a yard sale, garage sale is a lot of stuff usually priced at very cheap items. No real rhyme or reason why they're there. I mean, you might find a weed whacker next to a diaper genie. You never really know what you're going to find. A mixed bag of things. Some of my best finds have come from garage sales, yard sales, including my Nintendo cabinet. The first time I started collecting Nintendo games, actually, I got like a bin of like 150 games from one, and I mean things like that. And that's the kind of stuff you find at garage sales. It's not always cheap, but it usually is, and it's usually random stuff. Now, flea market's a little different. Yeah, you can still find random stuff, and random cheap stuff, but you also find people like selling the tubs of detergent or like hats lined up, purses lined up. You know, it looks almost like a retail store in a outside environment or even indoor environment at times. But anyway, so I went to this thing, spent like $10 to get in an hour earlier than everybody else. They had to spend $5 to get in early. Well, not early. I paid $10 to get in at 7. They paid $5 to get in at 8. Unfortunately, I didn't see a lot there. There were some resellers there, some people who probably went around and bought the stuff before I got a chance to see it, but shit happens, you know. I mean, there's not much you can do about that. But I got some pretty good stuff there. Also on Saturday, I was on Sunday. On Saturday, I went to a Goodwill. I'm walking through the store with my my wife and my youngest daughter, Morgan. You've seen her in the background, the blonde who has her own pickup video. But we're walking through the store, and all of a sudden, I hear. Well, first when we walked in, we saw a piano. As we're walking through the store, I hear Song of Storms playing. Song of Storms happened to be my second favorite song from Melody, whatever, from Ocarina of Time. My first being Bolero of Fire. So I hear this, I'm like, whoa, what the hell? You know, so I go up front, and there's this gentleman playing it. Hey, Morgan, do you know that song?
Legend of Zelda.
Legend of Zelda, yeah.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So
I noticed he had like a Halo tattoo, so I'm assuming, you know, he's definitely a gamer. And I took out my phone case, or my phone started recording him, and he saw my phone case, which is a Nintendo controller, so we would kind of have that thing in common there. And I recorded a bit of video. I wish I would have recorded more and posted it, but posted on Facebook, got hundreds of likes between all the pages. Sorry about that. I got a phone call in the middle of it, so I had to take it real quick. But anyway, so I got hundreds of likes. He eventually saw it and whatnot. It was pretty cool. So, that was a pretty cool thing. I mean, it's something you don't see every day. I'm going to post a video with that along with some of the shit I found in Goodwill. When I say shit, I do mean shit. It was nothing worthwhile. But anyway, there's a gentleman on the St. Louis Retro Board who I got a hold of. Well, actually, he got a hold of me. about my Play It Louds that I showed you on the last video, the red and the black Game Boy Play It Louds with the plastic cases on them. So I ended up going on Saturday and trading him those, and he gave me in return $40, which I think is a hell of a deal because I've seen him go without the cases for like 20, 25, 30 bucks each. And I gave him both of them with the cases, which have the respective serial numbers on both, so you saw them the match, along with a couple of Game Boy games. He gave me $40, and he gave me WCW Wrestling, which is one game I needed. One thing I think is funny about this is it has the Road Warriors on it. I'm pretty sure they were called the Road Warriors and they were in WCW. But honestly, I know they were big in WCW, but I think they didn't really hit their stride until WWF. Yeah, it was WWF at the time. And then they were the Legion of Doom. And of course, they got huge over there. Now on here, it shows Hawk and Animal. I'm pretty sure Smash was in this game too. I tried playing it last night. It's been forever since I played it. I was playing Sting, and I got my ass handed to me by Michael Hayes. I actually came back and beat him, which I was kind of surprised about. But it's a really fun game. The graphics are horrible, but it's just fun to watch, especially some of these older people. People who you like, wow, I can't believe they actually made a game with these people in it. And it was one of the first wrestling games I remember where you could throw your opponent outside the ring and then pick up weapons, which actually happened in the match I played. Michael Hayes threw me outside the ring. We got out there. He picked up a wrench and smacked me in the head with it. And it's like, wow, yeah, I remember that. I got 2 non-video game related items in this video I want to show you, just because I think they're pretty cool. I went to a, excuse me, damn, pizza breath, man, I swear to God. So, we go to a yard sale, me and my daughter do, after we take my wife to work. And on the way back, we see a yard sale, we stop. She gets a whole bunch of free stuff. Because I swear to God, this kid, everybody, thinks she's adorable. Thinks she's so cute. They just hand her stuff. Whether it be a flea market, whether it be a yard sale. But it's great because it's helped me get some good stuff in return. But anyway, I'm there, and I see this sitting on the table. It is the Alien Anthology Blu-ray disc set. I believe it's either 4 or 5 Blu-rays, but it's like every movie. Yeah, it's every movie and a 2-disc making of and archives disc. And I mean, it's got some like killer artwork in there, and I'm throwing shit around here. But this thing right here was only $5, and I was like, dude, $5 for like 6 discs, all the Alien movies on Blu-ray. If I take just the 4 movies, that's only like $1.25 each. So I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm all over it. I love the Alien movies. I think H.R. Geiger did some great design work. I mean, I love his design work. That shit is awesome. And the fact that Ridley Scott was just a masterful artist. I mean, he made a masterpiece here. The Alien movies are excellent. Anyway, so like I said, $5 for that. Couldn't beat it. So that was, is that all? Yeah. I got a few more items on Saturday. Then I went to a flea market later, and I ended up getting these Super Nintendo games that I'm about to show you. Hey guys, right now. Record the segment real quick, just in case I get rid of these today, which I'm supposed to be doing. So I went to the flea market yesterday, and I saw a stack of Super Nintendo games on a table. I went up to the woman, and there was several of them that were good there. I ended up picking up 5 of them, and while holding them in my hand, which is something you should always do. You should always pick them up when you see them. Pick them up and hold them. That way nobody else can sneak in and tag them. But anyway, that's a take, whatever. So anyway, I asked the woman how much for these Super Nintendo games. She goes, $5 each. And I unfortunately didn't have much money on me. I probably could have did the $5 each. Could have did 25. But I decided to try to talk her down. And I hold up the 5 and I go, hey, can you do these 5 games for $20? She goes, yeah, that's no problem. I'm like, okay, cool. So the 5 games I got here are Donkey Kong Country, Donkey Kong Country 2, Dixie's Trouble, or Diddy's Kong Quest, that's what it is. And then Donkey Kong Country 3, Dixie Kong's Double Trouble, right there. So I got all three Donkey Kong games, Donkey Kong Country games. I also got a copy of Capcom's Super Golden Ghost. Of course, Ray made the other ones. This is a really fun game. I'm not collecting Super Nintendo. I probably won't get into it because it's not really my system. I do like Super Golden Ghost. I really probably shouldn't be getting rid of it, but I'm going to anyway, just so I can recoup costs for other stuff I buy and maybe help me pick up some more Nintendo games. And then I also got Trade West Battletoads versus Double Dragon, which is great because this is actually the second system I picked it up on. First was Nintendo for $2 at the pawn shop, and then this was here we go. This was $4. Oh, that's a lot of glare. Very frosty. So I got all those for $20. So I mean, that was a hell of a deal here. But hopefully I'll be selling them off tonight. Person I'm selling them to is like $60. So I mean, it's still like almost half of VGPC. So I make a bit of a profit. Goes towards my Nintendo collection. Helps me out. Helps her out. It's a win-win situation. She's a fellow trader, so you know it's not like I'm taking advantage of her. And I work out deals with everybody. So anyway, that's it for now. Enjoy the rest of the video. Okay, there we go. So you saw the Super Nintendo games there. Well, I got those for a great deal. Then I go to another table, and this guy there had two games, and he wanted $10 each for them. I only had $5 left on me. I wasn't anywhere near an ATM. He's gonna be leaving soon, so I talked him into keeping the one of them, which I'll try to show you guys later. But the one was Wind Waker for GameCube. So he said he's gonna hold on to it and probably give it to me next weekend. So $10 for Wind Waker. It was complete in box. Is a great deal. I could either resell it, which I probably won't do, or I can trade it. And trade value, I can probably get a good $40-50 out of it because it's a very sought after game, especially complete. I already have it, so I'm getting it purely for trading, selling purposes. If you want to hate me. But when I sell, I don't sell for full eBay value unless I post it on eBay. I get people deals locally, which, like I said, with Katie from the St. Louis board, I gave her that deal. I'll probably cut out her name here. Sorry about that. But another great deal I gave was this right here. Arc the Lad. This is the game I got from the guy. This is almost complete. As you can see, it's a lot of stuff in here. But it's an RPG for the PS1. And it's a pretty good RPG, actually. I don't know if you can see how much stuff's in there. I'm not going to take everything out. But basically, everything is in here except 3 of the thumb covers for the PlayStation controller. It even has a little cardboard standees still in the plastic wrap. And the disc looked phenomenal. It looks like it might have been played once, if that. And he had this. And like I said, he had this. And he had Wind Waker for $10 each. I only have $5. I bought stuff off the guy before. So I asked him about this. I go, we take $5. He goes, okay. I'm like, sold. $5, no problem. Because this goes for like $50 or so complete. So I posted on the St. Louis board. Excuse me. Man, it's pizza. So I posted this on the St. Louis board. And one of the gentlemen there wanted it. And I sold it to him for $30. So once again, he gets a good deal. I make a profit. I can help towards my Nintendo goal. So that's all good. So anyway, then I go, that was it on Saturday. Sunday, like I said, I go to that big old flea market. And I gotta say, it sucked getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning, dragging my wife and kid out there. They hated it. They probably hated me for it. And I probably won't go back again, at least not with them, because they did not enjoy themselves at all. My wife got some character glasses, which the etched character glasses are really cool. We do enjoy them. But honestly, that was all she found. I think she bought a bathrobe or something. But for the most part, it was all overpriced crap. And when I say crap, I don't mean like crap like somebody might like it. I mean, most of it was just crap. But anyway, I finally found a woman who was selling some video games. Unfortunately, she had them all listed at price. Like, she had Mario Party 2 there, but she had $35 on it. She had a Super Nintendo. She wanted $45. I mean, she had Bart versus the Space Mutants for $8. So, I mean, she had all basic values on there. There was one game that she had, which is Wheel of Fortune Family Edition. I only picked it up because I think she had $3 on it, which is the going rate. It might be a little higher, actually, than the going rate, but I was afraid I wasn't going to find anything there. And I'm like, dude, after spending $20 to get in between me and my wife. I want to walk away with something. So I ended up picking this up. I didn't think I was going to find anything else. I'm walking along, and all of a sudden I see some more Nintendo games. He ended up having Wheel of Fortune Vanna White Edition, but he had like $6 on it. I'm like, dude, no, I'm not spending double the value on that game. There ain't no way. He also had a copy of Platoon, which I already have, so I'm like, no, it was a Rambo, so I'm like, you know what, I'm good. But he had some G.I. Joe stuff and some Transformers stuff, and all of a sudden I saw this guy kind of just sitting there. And he's actually in pretty good shape. You don't know if you can see or not, but he's got most of his decals. He still has the I don't know if I can make it show or not, but he still has the it's not going to show too well on camera. But he still has the thermal patch, stickers, all his heads, his wings are in pretty good shape. This one's a little bit loose, but I asked him how much. He goes $3. And I don't know if you guys know anything about Transformers. He's going to kind of sit here. I don't know if you guys know anything about Transformers, but this guy is called Six Shot. And the reason why he's called Six Shot is he can transform into 6 different modes. A gun, a tank, a Puma, a space shuttle, I believe, and a airplane maybe, and a robot. But he was like the first Transformer that had multiple modes of transformation, which made him a huge deal. I used to have him back when I was a kid. I loved him in the cartoon, even though he only made a few appearances. And overall, when I saw him, and I asked the dude how much, he goes $3. I'm all over it, dude. I'm like, $3? Hell yeah. Apparently, he's actually worth about between 30 and 50 in the condition he is right there. If he had the guns, worth closer up to 100, because apparently his guns are really, really hard to come by. Then I go to another booth in there, and the guy had a Game Boy Color. It was a red one, a pink one, something. He wanted $20 for it. I'm like, I'm not really that concerned. If I had the box or whatever, I definitely would have got it. Beans of Salutes, I'm like, now. But then he had this, which is a Game Genie for the Game Boy. And I've never seen one of these in person. I've known people who's had them. I've seen people playing with them. I've seen them online. It's not a rare item. It's something I don't come across too often. It does work, and at first I'm like, okay, well, it's just a Game Genie. He wanted $5 for it. I'm like, will you take 3? Because I only had singles and like a 30, or not 30, 50 on me. He goes, yeah, that's fine. So I gave him 3. And I'm looking at it, and then I noticed this thing on the back. I'm like, what the hell is this? Well, apparently it flips down, and that's where the book is. And this book, it actually has all the little codes and stuff in there. I don't know how well you can see that or whatnot. Man, I need to clean my fingernails. But anyway, so that's pretty interesting. And like I said, for $3, couldn't beat it. And then I kept walking through, and I got to another booth, and there was a guy there who runs a shop. I cannot remember the name of it right now, but he runs a shop in the Route 66 Flea Market in Granite. And Toys of Our Youth. That's the name of the shop, Toys of Our Youth. And I had $15 credit with him, because I traded in a N64 with, it was like no controllers or just regular jumper pack, not an expansion pack. So for $15, I went ahead and did it because I had an extra one, and it was easier that way, just to trade it and then try to sell it like that. So and they had a couple games there that I needed that I didn't have. One was Back to the Future 2 and 3. Horrible fucking game if you guys never played it. It's not as bad as the first one, I don't think, but it's pretty bad. At least this one's a platformer side-scrolling platformer. There we go. I can't talk right now. So anyway, it's a little better than the first one, but still not good. And of course, it has the dreaded LJN at the bottom there. And since I forgot to tell you guys about these other games, let me see here. This was made by, looks like by Nintendo. Oh no, Game Tech. Wheel of Fortune was Game Tech. And I can't remember who the hell made WCW. It looks like it was FCI is who made that. Anyway, oh, and of course it was Working Designs who made Arc the Lad, which Working Designs, if you've never played their game, do so. Working Designs makes great games. And the last game here is a game by Capcom, which anybody knows. Capcom is like one of the best game developers. Always have been, especially back in the Nintendo days, Game Boy days, Super Nintendo days. Made awesome games. And I never had this game. I never played it. I played the predecessors, I guess you could say, to this. But this is Gargoyle's Quest for the Game Boy. And then I'm picking that up. So I picked that up, and Back to the Future. They had this marked at 10, which was a good deal because this is almost a $20 game now by itself. And I also got Back to the Future 2 and 3, which is marked to 7. And they just went ahead and gave them both to me for the $15 store credit, so it was a hell of a deal, and I think those guys greatly. Gargoyle's Quest, I never played it. It is a successor to the Ghosts and Goblins, Ghouls and Ghosts series. And basically you play as a little gargoyle that attacks you. And for the life of me, remember his name. I just played it last night for the first time ever. I can't remember his name already, so don't yell at me. Don't yell at me. I'm sure somebody can comment below. This is what it is. But anyway, it's a very hard game. It's definitely in the vein of the Ghouls and Ghosts series. 2 hits and you're dead. You might be able to upgrade that, I'm not sure. But it's a hell of a platformer. You can float. You can stick to walls. You can do a lot of crazy, cool moves. It almost reminds me of Little Samson, almost a bit the way it plays, the platforming aspect of it. The graphics are very good. It's a very fun game. I'm glad I got it. I'm not into collecting Game Boy, but there are some games that I want and I want to play, and Gargoyle's Quest happened to be one of them. So anyway, that's it for now. Tuesday. This is being recorded on Monday right now. So tomorrow, here we go. Tomorrow is my birthday. I am planning on going to Game Trader 2, picking up some stuff. I almost forgot to show you guys a pickup. And I'll probably show you guys some stuff then. But anyway, one more thing. After I got done with the world's largest garage sale, I went to a booth at another flea market, and I asked this guy. He had a couple box Genesis games, one PlayStation 2 game that was okay, and the rest of them were all crap titles. But I went ahead and picked them up anyway because of the deal he offered. I picked up NBA Jam because it was the first one I saw. It's unfortunately not complete in box. It's just the game and the box. But the box is in pretty good shape. The hang tab's still there. The cart's in good shape. And it does play, obviously. I like the pins. The pins look fine. But I asked him how much for this. He goes, you know what? $10, you can have the whole box. I'm like, oh okay. You know, I figured nothing else. The other games I can sell for $1 each, $2 each, make my money back, and help somebody else out. So the games I got that I'm keeping are NBA Jam, NBA Jam, not Jam, which is one of my favorite sports games. I don't play a lot of sports games, but I love NBA Jam. Tournament Edition was fun. In the arcade, I popped in so many quarters playing this game. And I remember playing as George Clinton from P-Funk quite a bit. And of course they had the big head modes and everything else. Then another game I picked up that I decided to keep out of a lot was Mortal Kombat, which I didn't have yet. I actually don't have a lot of Genesis games. Before this pickup, the only one I had was Sonic 2 because I'm not a big Genesis fan. But I liked Mortal Kombat on Genesis because it actually had the blood and whatnot. And it's in pretty good shape. And unfortunately, once again, it's just the cart and the game, but the cart's in great shape and it does play properly. And so, like I said, I mean, I paid $10 for the whole box, so that right there is a $10 value basically with those two right there. And I don't have this game yet, so I'm going to keep it. It's Grand Theft Auto Vice City. I actually liked the Grand Theft Auto games for the PS2, the Vice City and the San Andreas. I thought they were pretty fun games. This one is, I don't think it's complete because I'm pretty sure it had a map, but it has the manual and it has the game. And all these discs look good, the 3 other discs, and the games look great. But here are the other games I'm going to get rid of. We have Aggressive Inline Skating for the PS2, which people tell me it's a fun game, but I don't really play a lot of these games. I played some Tony Hawk, and that was about it. Then we have Madden 2005 for the PS2. And we have NHL Hits 2002, which, if it's anything like the Blitz series or whatever, it's probably a pretty fun game series, but I still don't play them. I like watching my son play them, but that's a different story. I don't play them myself. Then we have, this is a cart only, we have NHL hockey. I think it's just regular. I'm not even going to worry about most of these people who made these games. Most of them are EA, apparently. And then we have we have a game that has a whole bunch of coupons and everything in it for EA Sports and Champ Sports. And it is called Sports Talk Baseball. If I can close it. There we go. Sports Talk Baseball. Damn, that was glary. There you go. One thing I loved about Genesis was the fact they used these clamshell cases, these hard cases. It was so much better than the cardboard cases from the Super Nintendo era, because these things stayed in good shape. And it made you want to put your games back into them. They were easy to open. Hardly ever had any problems. Anyway, then we have NHL 96 here, which has the manuals in it for both 95 and 96 for whatever reason. But here it is right here, NHL 96. And then we have Joe Montana 2 Sports Talk Football, which has a poster, it looks like, some Game Gear stuff, Genesis manual, everything. Joe Montana, whenever I did watch football, he was like one of the few guys. He was really big, so I remember his name pretty well. We have here with, it looks like just a courtesy card here by itself, and the game World Series Baseball. Once again, it's in pretty damn good shape. We actually had a game here that I played quite a bit when I was a kid, and it looks like the manual is in there along with the game. It's Evander Holyfield Boxing. I remember playing this because I always thought the graphics were so awesome on this, because I remember playing Punch-Out on the Nintendo, and although Punch-Out was a great game, a really fun game, the graphics on that blew it away. There was also Buster Douglas Boxing, I believe, for Genesis. Then we have another one with the manual. This is limited edition, first round, EA Sports, Madden NFL 94. I don't know if that limited edition there thing means anything. I couldn't find anything about it online. Probably not. Probably just a way of them to try to sell it. Then I have, it looks like, with a poster only, and a couple inserts, NHLPA Hockey 93. Yeah, somebody here was definitely a sports fan. And then we have game only, game and card only, PGA Tour Golf 2. If it's on the tour, it's in the game. Oh, son of a biscuit eater. Okay, another EA Sports game. So, a lot of EA Sports games. I'm hoping to sell those, like I said. I'll probably go for 20. If I sell them for 10, I'll be fine. Because at least then I basically got those other games for free since I was already out. It's not like I went out of my way to get them or anything. So that's it. Like I said, I should have more pickups later. God damn, this video is long. I'll probably cut this video down some. So I'll catch y'all later. And yard sale season's coming up, so just remember, I found a good app called Yard Sale Treasure Map, I believe it's called. So at least on the iPhone, look and see if it's on your store. If you pay for it, apparently it's even better. It like maps out a route, so you can look and you can do searches for certain items, and you can set your radius of how far you want to go. It'll pull out by time and the best way to go to places. It's a very interesting app, and I'm going to use it this year. So, I mean, we'll find out if it's any good or not. If you don't want to use it, you can wait for a few months, and I'll tell you how it works. If not, go ahead and get it. It's free to try. Of course, like I said, to get all the additions, you got to pay extra. But it looks like it basically scours Craigslist and picks up all the ones that are there. So, anyway, have a good one, guys, and play some games. Play some great games. Enjoy the weather. Play some games. Do both, because it is beautiful weather out there, at least right now where I am. So I will catch you all later.